So what about a curved stair? That was another question I got. And at first I was worried I was going to have to teach you how to do the stairs by sketches, which I will show you. They're kind of a mess, but we could do that. But luckily, Revit has built-in stairs that are circular that are super easy to use. So if you come over here to stair, still make sure you have your assembled stair, if that's what you want to use, or you can use monolithic stair. You need your base level is level 1, your top level is level 2. Then come over here to the second one where it says full step spiral. Click on that. You need to click the center of where you want the curve to come from, so kind of like the radius of the curve. So for us, if we're having this circular building, it's going to be right at the middle. So I'm going to click the center, and then I'm going to come out, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball this, figuring that I wanted about 8 feet off of that, and that'll bring the stair right around the edge. I then click my check mark, and if I now look in 3D, I have a beautiful curved step that goes right up to the top. You'll notice that I still need to add a floor in here. And then there's one other thing that is good to know for architects. Right now you'll notice the railings just kind of stop. Railings, in fact, are supposed to continue for a foot past the last riser, or like 1 tread past the last riser. And so I guess technically 11 inches past their last riser. Usually your tread is like what? My words are terrible today. Okay, so this railing needs to continue for about a foot, but technically it's the width of the last tread here we need to continue, and that's usually 11 inches, so we need to continue for 11 inches. And at the top, it needs to go a foot past, so people can kind of put their hand on the railing before they go. Revit bases the railings based on where the floor is. We need to add a floor before we can touch that. So I'm going to go to level 2, and I'm going to add in a floor here. Architecture floor, and here I'm going to steal lines from here. So I'm just going to pretend that we have a floor that is, actually maybe I'd prefer to have the floor not do that. What if the floor did something like this? Maybe it like kind of curves here. So what if it kind of did something like this? So you kind of have like a little peek into the area below. Okay, so I need this to be a closed curve for my floor, so I'm going to trim that. I'm going to trim here, this line and that line I don't need, I can delete. Okay, and I'm going to hit my check mark. So I have my level 2 floor, and now I want to extend my railings. I'm going to select my rail and hit edit path. And then I want it to continue for 11 inches after and 11 inches above. So I'm going to go here and put it and just continue at 11 inches. And then up here, I'm going to do the same thing, coming over, but for 1 foot. And then hit the check mark. And now if I look in 3D, you'll see that I have that extension on the top and also at the bottom, but we can't see it. So if we want to see what's going on in here, you can cut a section box to look. So I'm going to come over to in 3D view. If you come down here, you can turn on section box. It's right here. Click on that. And then you can drag in the sides of that section box so that you can kind of get your model. And it's all still there. It's just like it's hidden beyond that imaginary box. So here you can see that the railing was also extended at the bottom. The railings are always a little bit fussy. Like right now, it's not quite hitting the edge. It kind of flattened out without continuing. So I think how I can fix that. So I go to level 1, edit path. I'm going to make a line just for a second here. I'm going to delete this line, and then I'm going to use my trim tool to extend this over to that line. Then I'm going to delete this one. Now I'm going to hit my check mark. And now if I go back to 3D, that allows this to continue the curve rather than kind of flattening out right away. And I would need to do that on both sides. So to do that again, I go to either my level 1 or level 2 plan. I'm going to go my level 1 plan. And then I do edit path. Here I just add on 1 foot. And at the bottom, I'm going to first put on 11 inches. I'm just going to use that to get a perpendicular line here. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to use my trim tool to kind of extend that to there, and then I'm going to delete that little piece and hit my checkbox. And so now if I go to 3D, I should have 2 railings that have extensions on both sides. And this bottom one I'm not quite getting, so let's look from the top. There we go, so it's an extension on both sides. Oh, I forgot. I said I was going to also show you how to do a edit that. So let's say I don't like how this stair went. I want something different. I want to modify this in some way. So if I select it, I can hit Edit Stairs. If I select the run itself, I can click Convert here, and that changes it to a sketch-based stair. So now if I go Edit Sketch, so a sketch-based stair has a few parts. It has these green lines, which are the boundaries. It has these black lines, which are each step, each riser, or the edge of each tread. And then it has this line, which shows the path. So let's say I wanted to have the winder kind of go straight to here, and then I want it to do something weird where it like goes straight and then goes the other way, maybe. So I would get my boundary line. I know I'm going to be flat for 4 feet, so I'm going to go flat for 4 feet. That's starting here. I go flat for 4 feet. Okay, and then I'm going to move, I think I'm going to mirror these over. Okay, so I'm going to use my trim tool to trim that so that those are the same. And then all of these, so I apologize in advance if it does not work out. So all these I'm going to mirror along there, and then I'm going to delete them here. And I'm going to move this, so I'm going to select all these. And V, I'm going to move this up so it starts right at that point. And then I'm going to have another boundary line that connects all the ends of these and connects all the ends of those. And it looks like my boundary line here just needs to meet up with that one. That didn't quite meet up. And so let's see, so this line is still not quite right. So this is my stair path. I think I can drag this into here, and then I would need a secondary stair path from midpoint of here to midpoint of here. And I'm going to hit my check marks. My stair path should connect both start and end riser and cross all other risers. So it sounds like maybe I need my stair path to also continue across this middle part. Stair path, I'm going to click on here, hit tab, click on there, and then check the green mark. Okay, so let's see if that works. So now if I look at my stair in 3D, it definitely is a little bit wacky. But I now have a stair that goes one way. Let's actually just move it. Let's move it out on its own. So you can look at it. So and the railings don't match it, so I'm going to delete those for now. So I have a stair that starts curving one way and then goes and curves the other way. So that's always an option if you're trying to do something unusual to deconstruct it into its component parts and really just draw the stair by hand.